Syracuse residents no longer have to worry about saving their quarters to park downtown. City leaders have installed parking meters that take credit cards. According to a new report out by AAA, over 60% of Americans have underinflated tires, a condition that can lead to tire blowout and poor gas mileage. The latest victim of the tough economy today, the Delvin Art Gallery closed its doors for good after less than a year in business. This past winter has led to further setbacks on the restoration of the historic Westcott building. Snow and ice has sent several bricks crashing to the ground. This intersection behind me of Erie Boulevard and Thompson Road has been the scene of 2 accidents in 2 days, and now local business leaders are voicing their concerns to City Hall.
What do you want to do next? Circle?
Begin.
Oh, begin? Okay.
Tanika Jones-Cole is a mother of 2 daughters who attend city schools in Syracuse, New York.
There's a huge number of kids that enter in the 9th grade, and there's less than half of them that actually graduate in the 12th grade, and I'm scared to death that one of those kids could be my own.
Syracuse is one of a growing number of cities considering mayoral control of the schools. Chicago and New York are among at least 4 other large cities that have already put their mayors in charge of public education. Higher test scores are cited as evidence mayoral control is working, but not everyone agrees.
Mayors tend to then focus on improving test scores as one of the indicators of improvement. And at least in New York State, what we've seen is that the test scores get manipulated. There is really no validity to the test scores.
Here in Syracuse, the graduation rate is 45%, down from 50% in 2001. Like in many other cities, there's a sense of urgency to turn things around.
I support anything that would support a transformation to the way that our schools are running now, and which would result into the outcome, a better outcome for our students.
The mayor of Syracuse is exploring mayoral control because she says what we have been doing has not been working. We need to be creative and not take any options off the table that could provide for greater accountability, better efficiency, and increased student achievement.
The low graduation rate, seems to drive the initiative to take over the schools in the hopes that we can improve that graduation rate.
Experts say it's more about poverty and lack of funding than who's in control.
It's a state that has not fundamentally dealt with the urban education issue, and I think it took going to court. I mean, what does it say about a state that you have to go to court to get the right funding for kids that live in cities?
For parents, who's to blame is less important than the future of their children.
The truth of the matter is, my child will always be behind.
With or without mayoral control, that is the attitude that community leaders want to change. For ABC News on Campus, Nathan Bense, Syracuse, New York. 515 Tully Street in Syracuse might look like any other city lot, but it's actually a showcase of environmentally sustainable design. The side yard used to be paved and now is a rain garden.
Water's going all the way around the house, coming down these 2 pipes into the... That part was there before the rain garden was. They had the pipes already ready, and then they would go right into the rain garden.
The Walrus live in the Near West Side, one of the city's poorest sections, but thanks in part to Syracuse University and the Near West Side initiative, the once blighted neighborhood is now getting help with a focus on green technology. Project partners are working with residents to make homes more energy efficient with things like new furnaces and water heaters.
We've gotten some folks that do own homes there to try and install these things, test some new technology, and then they've seen their energy bills, just shrink down by as much as 50%. So that's been a huge benefit to them.
The Near West Side initiative isn't only focusing on homes, but many of the neighborhood's old warehouses.
Part of sustainability is about reuse. I mean, we could have come in and torn this building down, but I don't think that is very sustainable.
King & King Architects was one of the first companies to relocate to the Near West Side under the new initiative. The firm converted a 1920s warehouse into its new headquarters. For neighbors, it's a sign of progress.
I mean, we still have drug dealers and the crime going around, but maybe in time it'll slow it down.
A neighborhood neglected for years, now getting the attention it needs. In Syracuse, Nathan Bense, NCC News.